Very good morning, students. I am teacher Dr. Sarungi TB from Sri Shivaji Vidya Mandir and Junior College, Aund. Students, I welcome all of you in this session of English language. In the previous session, let us recall what we have studied so far. In the earlier sessions, we completed 4 poems. The first one is Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. The second one is Indian Weavers, written by Sarojini Naidu. The third one is the Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Southey. And the fourth one is Have You Earned Your Tomorrow, written by Edgar Guest. So let us proceed now to the 5th poem. The title of the 5th poem is Father Returning Home, written by the Indian poet Dilip Chitre. So before we begin the actual poem, Father Returning Home, let us discuss the activities given in the section Icebreakers. So see, the first activity given in the Icebreaker section is concentrate on the activity. I read the activity. Discuss with your partner the difficulties that you face while commuting to and from the college by public transport. So let me explain a little bit this activity. So when we leave for college and return to our residence or home, everybody doesn't have own vehicle, and therefore sometimes they have to use the public transport system. And when we use public transport to go to college and return to our home, we have to face lots of problems. So what are these problems? The first one is when you leave for college, the bus stop or railway station is far away from our residence. It is also possible that when you finish your college, all the lectures, and when you try to return to your home, it is possible that the bus stop or railway station may be away from your college. So this is the first problem most of the students face while going and returning to the home. The second problem is that crowded buses or trains. We know that nowadays in the cosmopolitan or metropolitan cities, there is always crowd rush, and therefore when you board in the bus, there is always crowd or train, and that is why the second problem you face, difficulties you face, is crowded buses or trains. Now let us look at the third difficulty you face daily: long waiting due to less frequency. Sometimes we don't have buses one after another quickly, and therefore we have to wait for the bus or train for a long time. Let us come to the fourth difficulty you face when you go to college and return to the home: difficult to board in due to rush. As I told earlier, in the metropolitan or cosmopolitan cities, there is always crowd or rush in the bus or the train, and whenever we try to board in the train or bus, we face this problem of the crowd. Let us look at the fifth difficulty: unable to reach college in time due to heavy traffic and many signals. It's very common problem in the metropolitan city. There is always traffic jam and many signals, and therefore the bus has to stop at every signal. Now let us look at the sixth difficulty you face normally: deliberately we have to miss some buses or trains as there is a rush sometimes, isn't it? Many times we are unable to board in because of the crowd, and therefore we miss that bus. We have to miss that bus or train due to the heavy rush. Let us come to the seventh difficulty normally we face: Consequently, difficult bus timing and college timing. Difficult bus timing and college timing. Many times the timing does not match because we have to miss some buses or trains. Now let us come to the second activity given in the icebreaker section. I read the activity, you look at the board. The similar problems are faced by the other commuters on the way to their workplace. Imagine their plight and suggest 3 solutions. So as you go to the college and return home, you face many problems as we discussed earlier. There are so many people who go for a job at their workplace and they have to also face the same problems. So what might be the solutions to overcome these problems? First, help them or other senior citizens to board in, as there is always crowd in buses and trains. So whenever you go to your college and return to home, so there are some old people or senior citizens. So help them to board in. The second suggestion might be, if possible, give them or place to sit. Isn't it? If there are some senior citizens in bus along with you, so you can offer your place to them. The third suggestion is that write application to bus department to increase the frequency of buses. As I told you earlier, if there is less number of buses or trains and if you face this problem, so write down application to the bus department to increase the frequency, the number of buses, so that you may not have all these problems. The fourth suggestion I would like to suggest you, request to change the timings of bus or train. So the fourth suggestion I would like to give, you write down the application to the bus department or trains and tell them change the timings. It will be convenient to you. Okay. So students, in this way today we have discussed 2 significant activities from the section icebreaker. The first activity is discuss with your partner the difficulties that you face while commuting to and from the college by public transport. And the second activity we discussed, the similar problems are faced by the other commuters on the way to their workplace. Imagine their plight and suggest 3 solutions. So we have discussed these 2 activities in the session. In this session, the rest of the 2 activities will be discussed, will be continued in the next session. So I conclude my lecture here. I stop here. Thank you.